Welcome to today's episode of Tasting the City. Today we're at Cotherman Distillery, and we're going to see what they do here. And I just can't wait. I've heard Mike has a special thing brewed up for us today. So let's go in and take a look. We're inside Cotherman Distilling Company. Am I correct, Mike?
Yes, you are.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Michael Cotherman. My wife Tara Cupp and I opened this distillery in 2013.
And due to the recent unpleasantness that we've had going on here, what things did you guys change in your process, or what things new did you make? Hint, hint.
We started doing hand sanitizer, and the way we can do it and kind of keep the cost down was to use the waste products that would normally not be in your alcohol. So all the things that would give you a headache in the fours or heads of the alcohol, we can keep those and put those into the sanitizer. Now the sanitizer, a bottle like this is 16 ounces. This is 160 proof. This has as much alcohol in it as this if this was 93, not 80 proof. So you're literally talking, if we sold it as rum, it'd be triple the price. So it's not feasible to do it with the good stuff. So we technically have to do it with the part good stuff and then part of the leftovers, you'd say, the stuff that might have normally gone down the drain. So it's really great that we're not sending it down the drain, and we get to help the community. We've given quite a bit to the city, both the Sheriff's Department and the City of Dunedin, and then we have an ongoing contract to sell it to the City Water Department.
Wow, wow. And so this is, let's see what it is. You said this is what, 80 proof?
It's 80%.
80%.
Proof.
What?
So it's not even legal to sell this strength of drinking alcohol in the state of Florida. The state of Florida has a 153 proof limit. We're trying to get that raised. There's one single line item in a statute that says you can't sell it over 153, and we would really like to be able to sell 190 proof. This would be molasses alcohol. So this is made from molasses. We had a full tanker truck delivered here that was 16 of the big 250 gallon or 270 gallon totes, and we turn that into alcohol, and that makes our silver rum. So that's basically just silver rum made a lot cheaper, a lot faster, with a lot less the bad stuff taken out of it. And then we also add in a little hydrogen peroxide and a little glycerin.
So this, I wouldn't want to drink this anyway, right?
Oh, no, definitely not. So the federal government makes us denature it, and we add something called Bitrex. Bitrex is the world's most bitter substance. I think it is 1 or 5 milliliters in an Olympic-sized swimming pool makes the water undrinkable. Wow, it's very bitter. I have the bottle in the back, and if you literally touch the bottle like you're touching that, you can still go wash your hands. Everything you eat the rest of the day tastes a little bitter. It's
Good
that,
grief.
and it's a way thicker bottle than that is. So I handle it with gloves, and any equipment it touches needs to really be cleaned with a good hot cleaning cycle with lots and lots of water. Otherwise, our alcohol will be bitter.
Wow. So even though I was thinking about making a mixed drink with this later, probably not.
Well, you can make the mixed drink. You just put it to your lips and you won't want it.
Well, then I'll pass. This is just for rubbing, actually,
Yes.
and for sanitizing.
Yes.
But that was a good deed for you, my friend.
Well, thank you very much. Here's their little sample bottle here. You can have it. You can see it's a little liquidy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you put this on about 20 or 30 times, you might start to feel the glycerin build up.
Yeah,
but
I
it
can
does a
feel
great
it
job.
over.
In the first use, it'll dry and it's completely gone. And it's great, but after 20 times you might feel it, but it doesn't dry off like alcohol would actually dry and crack your skin, so that's why the glycerin is
A little
added
glycerin in there. Huh.
Correct. Even some of your drinking alcohols have a little bit of glycerin in them, your cordials and your liqueurs.
Huh.
That makes them really smooth and have a real smooth mouthfeel. We don't add that to any of ours at the current time. I don't know if we have plans to or not, but it's definitely in a lot of things out there.
Wow. Yeah, I'm learning stuff all the time. Smooth drink, and don't drink this stuff no matter what. It's bitter, right?
No.
All right. Tell us about something we can drink.
Okay. So we have about 20 different products. You see them up here. We do everything from rums, vodkas, whiskeys, and gins. We started off with our 727 vodka, which is our flagship vodka.
Yep.
This is the very first product we made. We're now on batch 11. It's usually 10, maybe 20 cases in a batch. which is very, very tiny for the big boys. But it's all made 100% by hand, bottled by hand. I write the little batch number on there, or Georgia does. He's in the back. So it's really, really handmade. We put it in a bottle that can be reused. We hope people reuse them and never throw the bottles away. So we're trying to keep with that theme. Then we migrated on to our Half Mine Gin and eventually our whiskey. And about 2 years ago, my friend Dean Palmer came in and said he wanted to make rum. So once I thought that his recipes were good enough and procedures, we picked up carrying his stuff and making it in-house under the Palmer's Tropical line of spirits. One of the most best sellers is the Palmer's Tropical Dark Rum, which has a little molasses added back in, a little bit of sweetness to it. Very great, very good in a dark and stormy type drink. I can't say the actual dark and stormy because that's trademarked for another brand of rum. So we call it a Rusty Palmer because it's got the Palmer name.
Oh, okay.
But you mix that with ginger beer and it's great.
Wow, wow.
So we also have silver rum, gold rum, spiced rum, citrus rum. That's really good. We use, we don't have any of that up front right now. And then Crockett Special Reserve. This is where we take our whiskey barrels and put the rum in after our whiskey's pulled out of the barrels, and we put it in there, and it's really, really good. Now this is
You do have a little scotch in you then.
a little bit. So this is no sugar added, nothing done to it. Comes out of the barrel. We add a little bit of water to it to bring it to the correct proof because the government requires that you be within 1/4% alcohol of what's on the label. So we do that. We've also added the jalapeno, which is a jalapeno flavored vodka, to our lineup. Our gin, we tried a version in a barrel. That's very popular. We have a Half Mine Q gin, which has a little bit of cucumber added in. A house-made tincture of cucumber added to the alcohol. Then we have our selection of whiskeys. We have 4 different regular barrels available right now, and then we have our Distiller's Reserve. The main difference in them is sometimes the mash bill. There might be a little bit of rye in it, but most of them are pure malted barley. So they're basically American version of what could be Scotch, but it uses a brand new barrel. So it's American single malt whiskey. They're working on making that an actual class and type that's protected, just like Scotch or Scotch malt whiskey. So we've been doing those for quite a while. They're doing really well. And then we also added our Osprey vodka, which is made from wheat. It's a little lower cost product, so people don't want to spend the $30 a bottle that the 727 costs. We can do that for a little, I think it's $25. So it's the grain is cheaper. Malted barley is very expensive, so we use the most expensive ingredient, malted barley, in our 727. We actually work with local breweries. That's either with the House of Beer Brewing Company. It's also been Seventh Son, and we've gone as far as Tampa Bay Brewing Company. They do quite a bit for us.
Wow. Wow. Now, I've heard that there's some new places you can buy this.
Yes. So we just recently were picked up by Great Bay. Their product isn't in the stores yet through them yet, but there's still places like Lucan's, Hog Island. I believe there's some of our products right next door at Lucky Lobster, and a few other places around town. But we expect in the coming months that it will grow. We should be giving our first delivery to Great Bay here in the next 2 weeks.
Wow, congratulations then.
Thank you. That'll really move us forward.
Yeah, and congratulations on that. That's something else.
Thank you so much.
Now, so your storeroom here is open at certain times, or are you still doing that? Or?
Yes. So we originally started Fridays for 4 hours a day. Now we're up to Thursdays and Fridays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and on Saturdays from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. The COVID hours changed that a little bit because we want to be in conjunction with the food trucks. We really catered around dinner time, which is 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then noon to 8 on Saturdays. But next week, this coming week, we'll be back to our normal hours. The hours are correct on Google, Yelp, Facebook, I believe, and our front window. And on our, I think the voicemail has it also.
Well, and so you can actually come here and have a nice drink, buy you a bottle to take home.
Technically, you can't buy a drink because we don't sell liquor
that's
for on
right.
premise.
Never mind.
So you can get a sample.
A sample, excuse me.
Now,
Sample.
with a tour, so we will give you a tour, and we will, let's see if I get a glass here. So with a tour, you can either get a shot, and you get a little logo, Dunedin logo glass, has Dunedin Home of Honeymoon Island on the glass. Very nice. We do the same thing for a pint glass.
Wow.
So you can get either one of those two glasses. With the whiskey, normally we don't serve mixers with our whiskey because we
Yeah.
like serving it straight. But if you wanted a gin and tonic or something like that as your tasting sample for going around your tour, you pay for the glass. You get the tour for free. The tours are always free, and then you also get a large sample with the glass.
That is very cool. That is.
And that's $10. You get to take the glass home. When we're during COVID, we're letting people take their own glass home because it's got their cooties on it.
Yep.
Normally, we wash them in a normal process and wash them and give them a brand new glass wrapped up in paper. We modified our procedures a little bit for the COVID.
Well, we have to, just a little bit.
Yes.
Like we're standing far apart here.
Yes.
Not quite 6 feet, but pretty
Yeah.
close. Pretty close.
There you go. They're
Pretty
3
close.
foot per arm.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I think this concludes our episode at the Cotherman Distilling. And we're very happy to be here. And so stay tuned for the next episode of Tasting the City. And don't forget, press the subscribe button right down over here. And we'll see you next time.